Good evening. I am a little late. I'm doing my week 7 and week 8 updates for my sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I had the surgery on the 1st of September 2017 at the National Capital Private Hospital in Canberra with Dr. Gananadha. My starting weight, highest weight, was 120 kilos. I did the Optifast pre-op diet for 2 weeks and got down to 115 kilos. The week 6 update was the week before last. I was 103.7. Week 7 I got down to 102.6. That's a 900 gram loss. And this week I come to you at 101.8, so that's another 800 gram loss. Oh my gosh, I am completely blown away by this. I'm really excited. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Obviously, I completely missed my video last week. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I've got some notes as usual, so I keep looking at them. My youngest, my 2.5-year-old, was sick with her first proper gastro bug, so she learnt very quickly how to manage herself with a bucket or like some kind of spew bag or something like that, and everything. And also the toilet situation, she's toilet trained now, so having a sick tummy and going to the toilet was a bit of a crazy experience for her. So it's been a really crazy couple of weeks, so I've been a little bit distracted and it's been very full on. So that and work together, my husband's work as well. My husband's work has been kind of a little bit out of control with what he's been doing, and he's been doing some really long hours, so there's been a fair bit of solo parenting going on in there, so not a lot of time for a video. So I apologise, but here I am, and I will cram 2 weeks into one and hopefully keep it as short as I can. So getting right into it. I still am struggling with managing timing of my fluids and my solids, and I am also still trying to find a happy medium with my purchasing food situation. So protein, I'm really trying to concentrate on protein. I need to see my dietitian soon for my follow-up, so I will hopefully be able to talk to him about some macros. I know a lot of you have like really specific macros you have to stick to. I haven't been given those, so I've pretty much just been told just protein. So they just said if I can get between 70 and 80 grams of protein a day in, there is no way that is currently happening, because, well, it might be, but as far as I know, I have no clue. I'm not monitoring it at all. I'm just trying to make sure that every meal that I have has protein in it, and really monitoring my carbs and dropping them down as far as I can as well. Still having carbs, because they were very insistent that I still include all food groups. They haven't told me to do anything like keto or anything like that, although I think I like the concept of that. I think that's something that further down the track I would definitely like to explore as an option. But for right now, it's pretty much just protein. So it's been completely hectic, so I haven't done anything about it. I was supposed to have whey protein powder. I was supposed to be putting that on all my food. I was supposed to have bought protein water sachets or like protein powder to put in milk or drinks or whatever. I have not been doing any of this. So I also kind of had to give myself a bit of grace in that I'm only 8 weeks in. So there's still time to get my crap sorted out. So I've been just kind of relying a little bit on the sleeve to be doing its thing this last couple of weeks. Well, not even really, just maybe this last week. The week before last, I was great. I went to the gym. It feels so much better to go to the gym. I'm really enjoying it. Especially, it helps me to process stuff I'm thinking about. If I'm like thinking a heap about something at work, or it's really like playing on my mind, and I really just want to try and work through it or whatever. Or if I'm just stressed, I like just working it out at the gym and just feeling good and then getting back to work, I feel much more relaxed and ready to face whatever I'm dealing with. So I'm also getting very distracted by the fact that you can see my glare in my glasses, so I apologize about that as well. Anyway, keeping it quick. So I know I've said that I'm not telling people about what's going on, but interestingly enough, one of my videos that you all seem to be loving, which I really am happy about, I might actually do another one on the same sort of theme, is the answering awkward questions video. So about talking to people at work, or about having those conversations at work with people when you either do or don't particularly want to talk to them about what's going on with you. Because that video is blowing up, I'm being a suggested video on YouTube, which is really cool, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm actually really happy seeing the numbers and the views tick on, because I feel like I'm actually doing some good and that you people are actually listening, and that makes me happy. So and so your comments and all of that sort of thing are really helpful and spurring me on. I'm also on Instagram, and so my Instagram I'm getting lots and lots of followers on that too. I'm also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, feel free to do so. I do post pictures of myself in my underwear. If that's something that would upset you or offend you, or it's not really something you want to see, feel free not to follow me. That's totally fine. But I am definitely somebody who is happy to just share that sort of stuff. There is a really small select group of people in my friends and family group that I am not avoiding, but just kind of going to let them find out naturally about what's going on with me, as opposed to me telling them. And my husband already liked my Instagram page, and my mum decided to follow me a few weeks back. When she did that, that meant that people who were my Instagram friends already, who were friends with both of them, it all of a sudden started popping up and suggesting to them that they follow me too. So I've had a few random people in my life who have been just cruising through their Instagram and have been suggested to like my page. And so I've had a few people contact me out of the blue saying, oh my gosh, this is going to be the most random question ever, but hey, is this you? And one of them was polite enough to say, and no offense if it's not, like, this is not intended to say, maybe you need surgery or whatever. So, and I've been very cool about it, obviously, just saying to them, yep, absolutely, that's me, and most of the time it's all, can I ask you questions, because some people are really interested in it and want to know for themselves. One of them was my cousin at my dad's birthday party that I went to the other week, who was like, oh, hey, so I've been meaning to text you about this, and I don't really see her very often anymore, but we were very close friends growing up, and so she was very much like, I think she was unsure about the fact that I'd done it, and probably didn't really have any information about the surgery in the first place, because she's definitely not somebody who would ever need it. And so she was very much like, yeah, so what's the deal there? And I kind of just said, oh, well, yeah, I've done it, I'm doing well, it's all good. And my brothers were there, and so they sort of joked about the size of my quantities or my portions. And we kind of just left it at that and let it go, and that was it. And she was like, oh, cool, well, you look great and you're all good, cool, I'm happy you're happy, and I'm following along, and I've watched a couple of your videos and you're doing well. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. And that was it. So she didn't really have anything else to say about it. It's a little bit difficult, I think, for people who don't really know what to say because they don't want to offend you. So it's a bit hard for people to say, that's fantastic, I'm so happy for you, good job, I'm glad you've done something about it. Not that I think you're fat or anything, and I'm not calling you fat because we love you anyway. And so they sort of get into this little like land of paranoia, and they don't really know what to do or say, because they all of a sudden feel like they need to be more PC about it, because they don't really want to call you fat, but they're also really happy that you've done something about it because you were fat. So it's been quite interesting. I'm also one of those people who I like awkward moments. I think that they're funny. So it's been funny for me to watch people squirm, which is really horrible. I think it sounds horrible when you say it out loud, but more in like just in a joking way, not in a, I'm just kind of, taking the piss really a little bit. And then, just letting them know that it's fine and I'm happy to talk about it and I don't really care and it's all good. And so I think when I react that way, they're more likely to be more open and forgiving about it, or forgiving is probably not really a good word, just more relaxed about it, I guess, and not inclined to push their opinion on you or need you to know how they feel about it. Whereas if it's you openly going to tell someone this is what you've done, that's when the confrontation starts, I feel. So for those of you who are toying with the idea of telling people, that's just my 2 cents. And people are starting to notice. So I'm clearly over 18 kilos down now and people are noticing. It's definitely noticeable in my clothes, so I've had to start wearing different clothes, and I'm fitting into clothes that I haven't fit into for like over 6 years, which is so exciting. But it also means that people are definitely noticing now, because my standard wardrobe of black pants, black shirt, black cardigan is not flying anymore. So I'm all of a sudden wearing bright in colours, I'm drawing more attention to myself, I'm wearing skirts and tights and just taking more care in what I wear and things like that, but also because that's pretty much all I have to wear. I'm starting to run out of clothes and I'm really going to have to start doing something about that. But these are clothes that I used to wear when I was smaller. So, they're coming back out again. And so people are really starting to, you look great, you look fantastic, oh my gosh. And the people who do know are like, you are awesome, how's it all going, are you coping? And the people that don't know are just, wow. And some people are actually questioning. So I hope you're probably watching this, my lovely educators at school, at daycare, who look after my kids, one in particular who now follows me, hello, she asked one of her friends, who is a friend of mine, and she was like, she's looking fantastic, like what is happening? She's dropped so much weight, she looks great. And so my friend told her and was like, this is what she's done, it's really cool, you should follow her. And so she started following me and things like that. So I think it's inspiring, and I think it makes me feel good that people are happy about it, and that for some people it's actually driving them to make decisions for themselves. And not that I am just out there saying everybody do this surgery, but I think it's something like, don't see this as a huge taboo and don't see it as something that's not an option for you. I remember when I was thinking about this, thinking that I didn't want to wait till I was 35 or 40 before I did this, and then wished I did it 10 years earlier. So I think that's probably my biggest thing, was that I was terrified to make this decision. It was a huge deal to me. I waited over 12 months and did all my research and read everything and watched all your videos, and I was completely informed when I made my decision. And once I made that decision, I thought, well, why would I wait? Why would I wait until this gets worse? Or why would I put myself through more agony of failure and things like that, or even just the stress of trying to do this on my own, when I could have a tool on my side working at my advantage to help me and get there quicker and with less stress and anxiety in my life, which is always a good thing. So yeah, I just sort of, for those people who are thinking about it, I think it's really nice to be a walking example. And I'm always really open with people, so I'm more than happy to say to people, this is hard work, and some days it sucks, but most of the time it's fine, and most days it's all good. Yeah, you feel like you're winging it. Yeah, you feel like you're all over the place. Who the hell knows what each day is going to bring? But I'm doing something about it, and that's what drives me. I feel in control of my decision. I don't feel like I'm in control of my weight loss at all, but I feel like I made this decision. I am the person strong enough to stand there and say, I need to take action. This is the action I am taking, and I'm going to stick with it, and this is my plan. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. And I'm finding that the more people that find out, the happier I am about talking to them about it, because I do feel like I'm now a walking poster child for it, I guess, in the most vaguest of senses, I guess. It just, there's results. They can see that there's results. It's not something where when you're telling people beforehand or like right at the start, they're thinking, oh, how's this going to go? They can already see it's working. So, yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing for me. That was all. I just wanted to keep this one really short. I can tell I'm up to 15 minutes already. 2 weeks in one is really hard. I will definitely come back to you again next week. I want to start doing some videos about sort of my top 5 things, things maybe to expect, or that I wasn't expecting, or to consider beforehand if this is the choice you're making. So let me know if there's anything in particular you want to hear about. I'm going to do some sort of extra bits of videos about that sort of stuff. I'm not doing a day in the life of yet, or what I eat in a day, because what I eat in a day at the moment is so uncontrolled, and so I feel like it would be unhelpful, to say the least. So once I get that under control, I will do that for you. So yes, keep commenting. I will definitely reply to you all very soon. I'm terrible. I've already told you this. So yeah, subscribe, like, share with your friends if you need to or would like to. And there are more pictures on Instagram as well, because we all know how great I am at putting them in videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.